Is your telescope sitting around collecting dust? You want to do astronomy or astrophotography, but the thought of setting up the tripod, the mount, getting the telescope on there, and all the other gear set up, not to mention polar alignment, by the time you've done all that, it's time for bed. You need a cover. Let me show you. So my scope sits outside here 24/7 and has been for the last couple of years. So instead of bringing out all my gear every time I want to do stuff, it's already ready and set up, ready to go. Let's get the cover off and I'll show you what I mean. So with this cover, it comes with a drawstring to tighten up the bottom. I actually use it just to tie it off to one of the legs. That way, if any wind comes up, it's not going to pick up and blow away. Of course, if you're about to get a tornado or a hurricane, obviously bring the stuff inside. I live in Canada, so at most we see a blizzard, and this has just been fine. You know, worse sort of stuff could blow up underneath, but that's never ever been an issue in the 2 years I've had it here. So now once I got the cover off, I'll obviously need to take off the lens caps to do my imaging session when it's nighttime. Other than that, all I really need to do with my ASIA here, I'll just turn that off, turn it back on. That'll power my actual mount. Now that we've had the beep, at this point I would use my phone, go into the ASIA software and just get it connected. And that's all you need to do. I think I've shown that in another video, but that will then get the ASIR to tell the mount where it is, its latitude and longitude, and the time, which is really important. Once that's done, I believe I've shown this, but all I need to do then is just go down the controller here, hit enter 3 times, hit down 3 times, and then hit enter once, and I'm good to go. I'm all nicely aligned. Once all that is done, we go look for our first star, and then maybe do some plate solving just to sync the mount to where the SIR thinks it is and the mount thinks it is. After that, that's it. You're ready to go. You're imaging. You're looking at stars. You're looking at nebula, and you haven't had to polar align it because obviously I polar aligned this the first time I set it up. Wait for the plane to go by, but as you can see, I've got my electronic focuser. I've got my camera already mounted. So I got my filter wheel. I've got my guide scope over here and the guide camera as well. Wow, there are some loud birds around. Hopefully you can still hear me. There's some magpies having a fight next door. But yeah, everything's all ready to go. Not only that, the focus is generally already ready to go from the last session, and I'm ready to go almost immediately when I want to. And I don't have to worry about getting all this gear mounted, relines, all that kind of stuff, balanced. It's just a better way of doing things. Cuts down on time, gets you to bed quicker, and then overall it just is a much nicer experience. And when you're done, obviously put it back to home position. Lens caps on. Now, before I put the cover on, the one I'm using here, it's a Telgizmos. It's very durable, flexible. It's gone through everything of minus 30, minus 40 degree temperatures Celsius down to or up to plus 35-ish Celsius. So it's very durable. It's very resistant. It has this inner lining here to reduce the heat, obviously in the temperature in the extreme temperatures, but also it reduces the dew or the condensation that can happen inside. If you just took a plastic bucket, which I've seen other people do, yeah, it works at a pinch, but overall you could get condensation on the inside, especially if you're in a humid climate. This reduces that. So yeah, it's worth the money. It's a hell of a lot cheaper than a full-fledged observatory. So this is kind of a stepping stone to that. Obviously it'd be great to have an observatory, your own personal observatory, but this does the trick and takes care of most of the issues that you would be worried about and why you'd want an observatory. So great way to get into it. These cost about, I think, a couple $100 Canadian. Highly recommended. So go get this put on. And just so we're clear, this is not sponsored in any way. Obviously a fairly new channel. I just saw these being used in other places, and I've had the experience of using it for over 2 years now, and zero issues. Absolutely no issues at all. It's showing a little bit of dirt over the time, but yeah, it's great. And so I just grab the drawstring down here, and on my mount, wrap it over there, wrap it around twice, get a little tug there, and it just neatly goes over top of my locking screw. I'm done. It's bedtime. So there we go. Don't let laziness stop you from pursuing your hobby and enjoying this. I know I can be quite lazy sometimes, so yeah, the cover has been an absolute godsend to have, so highly recommend it. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions, please feel free to, of course, post those down below. And other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time.